are live. Another edition of the Sunday Scaries brought to you by Conwood Media.
Sunday Scaries are in full effect.
Full effect. I'm joined, as always, by the guy that might or might not show up.
Yep.
Your favorite shooter's favorite shooter.
70% of the time, 100% of the time.
It's
We're here, dude. We're ready to go. We're back.
all the way.
It's a real Sunday. This is an actual
I know.
Sunday edition of the Sunday Scaries.
Yeah, so when you're sitting at that desk tomorrow, you're in that cube. It's Monday. Watch out.
Yeah. Yep. And then when you hate Monday the most and you're sitting at the aforementioned cubicle,
Of course.
you can sit here and watch us.
And just don't forget we're also, well, he doesn't, but I'll be in a cube as well.
Yep. Here we go.
Today is just a grab bag of whatever I thought was going to be funny. We're going to play NBA Draft Hall of Fame or Bust, where Pat will tell us, will they make the Hall of Fame or be complete garbage? He knows nothing about basketball, so this will be
Not a goddamn thing.
This will be so entertaining.
Yeah, I know nothing about it. So it's going to be great.
I got a new hat. That's an update.
New hat is hot in the streets.
But I will only wear it leisurely. Can't wear it for sports. It's my work hat.
Can't wear it for softball.
No,
yeah,
it's
you
my-
got to take good care of that hat.
It's my work hat.
Yeah.
The other Mariners hat going about, I don't know, 8 years now, maybe longer.
That thing is disgusting. But it's a staple.
It's riddled with success, is what I prefer to say.
Yep.
We'll do a lot of baseball, I think, because I'm gonna salt and vinegar
The Mariners
pretty heavily.
Yep. As they should have. They deserve it.
I can feel that coming on. I've just been like really jamming it up.
A lot of pent-up aggression built up there.
We'll do a quick update on the USFL. I think it's still going. That's my update.
Okay.
And then we could answer frequently asked questions and teach people how to succeed.
Okay.
And
so we're life coaches now too.
Yeah, we'll do a bit of that at the end.
Okay. Yep. We can do that. I'll life coach the shit out of some people.
Where do you want to go? Mariner stuff first? You want to go just do baseball stuff first?
Yeah, we'll go. Let's do baseball, dude.
We'll play all the mini games at the end.
Yeah, let's watch. Let's do some absolutely hilarious things that happened this weekend in baseball.
All right.
Number one, we talked about it earlier. The Angels outscoring the Rockies. What was it, 32-12? I think
Over the weekend.
over the series, and still losing the series somehow.
Congrats on winning one game.
Yeah, the best Angels move of all time.
25-1.
They always find a way.
So since we're going to start with the Angels and them just going nuclear for one game, I told you this, but there should be a point where you win so much that you just automatically win the series.
Yeah.
Imagine,
But see, this is like the opposite of the Mariners' fun differential that they had a couple years ago, where they had a negative run differential all throughout the year, yet somehow found a way to have a winning record.
right.
Had like the most extra innings wins, the most one-run game wins out of any team.
They were
in baseball.
incredibly good.
It was insane.
At one-run game, you
Yeah.
know, win percentage-wise.
Yeah, then they would lose. Like when they lost, it would be like by 10.
And who cares in baseball?
Yeah, I don't care.
You know, I think baseball, as far as like run differential goes, it tells you how frequently you're scoring, I think.
Yeah.
But if you win all your one-run games and then have the handful, you know, maybe 10, 12, 6-0, 10-3 just blowouts.
Yeah.
Who cares? It counts the same as losing 2-1.
Yep. A loss is a loss, a win's a win, whatever.
But if you played baseball, like every series was like, you didn't care about games won or lost. You just played series, and it would be series wins and losses on the year, but it was like an aggregate scoring system. It would be terrible.
Yeah, we would never win anything ever.
No. That's why
we as in the Mariners.
That's why every
would never
game
win
matters
anything.
the most.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And if we're talking about the Angels, what would you bet Ohtani just leaves? He has to, right?
I saw some prospective like trade not anything that was actually offered, but just a couple of like talking heads were like, here's some things that would be fun to talk about if Otani gets traded. And I'm like, every single thing that came up, it was just wildly undervalued. And I'm like,
Well, there's no
this
comparison.
guy's a $600 million player. What are we even talking about?
Well, how do you trade for that then?
You don't.
But isn't he? When is he a free agent? I thought it was the end of this year.
I thought it was in the middle of this year. I thought he's going to be a free agent this season.
That's what. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I mean, the Angels either have to feel extremely confident that they can get him back, or they have to just take the best available.
What if both him and Trout just come to the Mariners?
Why not? But maybe not. Maybe they're truly. I'll say this: Otani hasn't been around long enough, and he's clearly just like unbelievable.
He's the freak of all freaks.
So is Trout, though. But
yeah,
no one has said it because he's like MVP, top 5 every year, or the actual just best player in baseball. Is he just a loser though?
Trout?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're getting the same effect from Trout that you've seen from what the Mariners have done to a lot of their franchise players. That's like what they did to Felix. Felix was the best pitcher in baseball for a long time.
But I think being
just a loser.
No, I think being a pitcher is slightly different though, because you can only have an effect on the game once every 7 days, once every 5 days.
That's fine. Fine.
Now, did he get screwed basically every 5th day?
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly.
And don't get me wrong, like the Felix legacy is something that will be talked about forever.
Yeah.
And he was unbelievably good. But the Mariners as a team, when they had him, didn't do shit.
No, they did not.
And are we going to see that same treatment from Mr. Mike Trout?
We almost made the playoffs that one year.
Almost.
He won the last game of the season.
Almost.
After the season was already decided. So
yeah. Awesome. Great.
But if Mike Trout is just, baseball's so hard because it truly is like a whole team effort where no matter how good you are, baseball will recognize how good you are, but you can't actually do anything.
It's very unforgiving
on your own. Mike Trout, I think, could win games by himself.
Well, fucking Otani's been doing it.
He quite literally could pitch a shutout and hit a home run and just
or two,
win the game by himself.
Yeah, the guy's an absolute animal.
Now, defensively, he is also unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So why did Mike Trout never leave?
I don't know. They tried to do a little building thing last year. Or last year and the year before when they picked up Rendon, then Rendon got hurt. Then he had all of his like weird antics with that fan.
That was awesome.
Where he like grabbed a fan or whatever the case may be.
And he's been like garbage this year.
Yeah, and Rendon, when he won the World Series with Washington, I think it was a freak.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah, it was like an absolute fucking freak. And then he goes to Anaheim and all of a sudden he sucks. I don't know.
Is this like an AL West issue?
I don't know. Because the Rangers have somehow found a way to break through. You know, they've been bad for
not with their best
time.
Not with their best player they signed.
That's true. Because he got hurt.
Never played a game for him.
Got hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably the best pitcher in baseball.
So from when I started like tracking this, it goes all the way back to when the Mariners made that big trade middle of the season, and we got that Orioles pitcher, Cy Young guy. Was it Bedard?
Maybe.
No, that doesn't sound right to me now. But he came to Seattle and immediately just got destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. He's terrible.
Classic.
And then fast forward and we get Robbie Ray. Holy crap. What an unbelievable disaster.
The crazy thing too is that like if Robbie Ray was not the Cy Young winner the year before, right? And the expectation level when we got him was not so high. If you look at his last season's stats, they are really good. All the way through the season, they're really good.
They're okay.
But yeah, but we were so insanely disappointed because we just had MLB's strikeout leader, Cy Young winner.
Couldn't get
pulled him onto the Mariners, and we couldn't have him. He couldn't get out of the fifth inning for some reason. The fourth or fifth inning.
No.
When he got eaten alive.
But he also was not nearly the strikeout aficionado that he once was.
Yeah,
he
just changed everything up. He started adding taking away pitches.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I think because they said you only need 4. But then even coming into this
Yep.
year, he goes out there opening night and goes, "Oh, he got thumped around opening night
Yep.
a little bit."
Oh, that's terrible. That's poison.
Yep, I'm mad at you for that one.
Straight up poison.
And then he goes,
Also, then when he
my
gave up
arm."
the Jordan
That's
dong last year.
That's the actual problem I have with him is, and maybe I'm misblaming here. I want to blame him because the only thing you cannot throw him is a fastball, and that's
Yeah,
the
just don't give
only
it to him.
thing he wanted to throw, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I
And
don't know if I want to blame him or if I want to blame Scott for being like, look how good my brain is.
Yeah, and that's one of those like the weirdest moves of all time that like
This wasn't a closeout game. This wasn't
No.
get my best players in right
No,
now. This
no.
was bringing a guy that loves and thinks his fastball that moves a little bit is awesome, and only throw fastballs to a guy that only wants to hit fastballs.
Well, and it's one of those moves that's like it's so weird when they pulled him in. It's such a weird move that you're either going to be the stupidest fucking person on earth if your Don goes yard, or
what?
kind of a crazy, weird, awesome move if it works.
I don't even know. Like, how much credit do you think he thought he was going to get if
I don't
that
know.
worked? Because what's the ultimate upside? It's like you put in a starting pitcher to get one guy out. I don't even understand that, especially considering how good all year long the Mariners bullpen was. Best bullpen in the MLB.
Yep.
And we go,
Los Bomberos.
fuck those guys. We want to put in this guy,
Robbie Ray.
So weird all around. But then going back to looking at like the Angels have brought in Albert Pujols. He doesn't necessarily do much, but he was old.
Yeah.
You have Mike Trout, the best. You had Jared Weaver, who was very good. It's just
Jared Weaver's so good.
It's just tough when you look at the AL West. But it's not like they haven't won World Series in the last 25 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The Mariners might be just. And if I have to hear one more time, and I
starting pitching.
I told you this, it's starting pitching. They're good. Are they? Tell me they're good all you want. Tell me they're young all you want. Until they actually start like getting out of the 5th fucking inning. Holy shit.
Yeah. And that was, I don't know if that's just like a byproduct of last year where we saw real Mariners success in our relief pitching so much to the point that it got us into the playoffs. Like, I don't give a shit what anyone says.
Certainly it did.
The relief pitching last year was so goddamn good that it got us into the playoffs. And then like weird late game clutch hitting. But it was like the first through like the 5th innings of baseball last year were so tough to watch. Oh my God. So hard to watch. And then somehow the Mariners would pull it out innings 6 through 9. It was crazy.
And if you just look at the roster this year, everyone except for JP is statistically down from last year.
Yeah. Well, Kelenic.
Yeah, he's about the same from when they brought him back for the playoffs.
Bro, he was hitting like 130.
Well, I know, but if the second time he came back, he played about as good as he's playing now.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning of the year, for the first like month and a half, he was batting over 300. Now he's settled in around 250, which is great. That's fine with me. He is playing significantly better than last year as a whole, for sure.
Yeah.
But like, we have no DH. We have
I don't. Okay, this is how many times do we have to have this conversation where like, can the Mariners just fucking find somebody to fill that spot and stick with your fucking roster?
This is the curse.
We keep moving everyone around all the fucking time. No wonder no one can get settled.
No. The other day when I said, do the Mariners change their lineup more than like any other team, even players in it, but also where they bat?
I don't even know how you look that stat up, but I would say yes. It's fucking crazy.
I started looking like for a week straight, and I saw Kelenic bat 6th, 1st, 5th, 7th, and I was like, oh, this guy doesn't know where he's batting ever. I saw
it's like an adult league softball team.
Yeah, whoever shows up to the clubhause first gets to bat.
Yeah, like what are we doing? Are you guys playing rock paper scissors in the fucking dugout to set your lineup? I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I've seen Julio bat 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
I've seen Suarez move anywhere from like 4 to 6. And then usually the 7, 8, 9 guys are like, how fast can we substitute them out to put in another guy that bats 110?
Yeah,
That's
I don't get it at all.
we have the worst second baseman in baseball.
Are you talking about Wong?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's close.
I don't know how they haven't already made the move to just put Caballero there.
I saw him run today. Well, I don't know what's wrong with him. He looked like he was moving quickly, but the way he was running looks so unnatural.
Doesn't that remind you of Luis Terrence?
Yes. It was just like, what? Why he takes,
There's a lot moving. He's just not moving.
he takes like the shortest, choppiest, like he looked like Sean running. That's what it reminded me of. And I was like, well, he is moving though, but I don't know.
Shouts out to Sean.
There was no leg extension. So I do like him.
So fun fact for the AL West, since we're taking a big fat shit on the Mariners right now, not a single AL West team won a game today. Nobody. They all lost.
The run differential for the A's is 224.
Yeah, look at that. Negative. This is, oh my God.
How is that possible, dude?
Well, because their management doesn't care. This is by far the worst run differential I think I've ever seen at this point in the season.
That might be the worst.
Negative 224. The A's are 20-60.
You see,
oh my God.
Look how bad the Rockies are. They're still only 123.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Shouts out to the Oakland A's fuck scoring.
The craziest thing is that the Royals are only 2 games ahead of the Athletics for a record. The Royals are 22-56. So, okay, excuse me, 3 games.
Yeah.
And they have a negative 122.
They've given up 100
run differential.
runs.
That's insane. 100 less runs.
Are the A's lucky that they've won
20
any game?
Yeah. You have to remember, that's also with what was an 8-game winning streak?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Oh, okay. Oh,
that's
but
insane.
They could very well be like 15-65.
It's just crazy.
They could be worse than that.
Crazy.
But they're lucky to have 20 wins. Which
it was almost like their fans boosted them into
caring
where they're at right now, which is still in the bottom, like the deepest dark of pits ever. Anyway, the Rangers are kind of crazy right now. The fact that they're 6 games up on both Houston and the Angels is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I think looking at it though, the good news is the wild card is still very attainable.
It is. It's not out of reach by any means.
No.
So like if we go just league, I know we're in division here, but if we go league,
click on the wild card tab. Yeah.
Oh shit, there we go. Yeah. Wild card standings. There you go.
I mean, yeah, we're 4.5 out from the wild card. That's not bad at all.
Yep. That could flip very quickly.
That could be a 1 week, 2 week we're in.
Yeah, look at Baltimore. Baltimore doing it, dude.
I know. And again, we correctly assumed that Baltimore would be good, and everyone that said they wouldn't, tough.
Yep.
I don't know how you missed that one.
Oh, big time. Adley Rushman is a freak.
Oh, he's very good.
He's a freak. I want him. I want you, Adley.
So, again, Jerry dipshit. I thought he might know what he was doing this offseason. No one's going to like it when I say this because it's just like, oh, you're being a bad fan. I think he made the team worse somehow.
I think the only thing that is keeping Jerry DiPoto's job alive is Scott Service in the craziest way ever. Because despite what we dumpstered Scott for throwing Robbie Ray last year in the playoffs, I think managerial-wise, he fucking rules. I think he makes a lot of really great decisions.
He does.
It's time to move people in and out.
I think he does. You know what he's not good at though? He's getting a little better at, but he is not very fiery, I feel like.
Last year he was.
Well, no, only like twice.
No. He did a lot of motherfucking last year, but the whole team kind of did. The Jesse Winker fight in Anaheim, and
also let's not forget
Scott just like peeking out the dugout and being like "fuck you" to other managers across the fucking.
I do love that.
Oh, I love that. Anyone that doesn't like that, I don't. everyone always trashes baseball. They're like, baseball's soft. And then you got the old heads that are like, oh, be a professional, play the game.
That is
Then your
playing
team
the
is just
game.
getting fucking whooped. And I'm like, no, you need somebody in there that's like gonna motherfuck some people.
I couldn't agree more. You should. There's a part of you that will respond to somebody being like, "This is enough.
Oh yeah.
This is more than enough. You guys have
Yeah.
taken your cheapies at us. You guys have maybe hit our player. Maybe you're playing a little aggressively, whatever it might be. If you don't check somebody, they're just going to keep doing it. So,
yeah. And the in the theme of this staying alive, I still fucking hate the Yankees. I hate everything about them. However, Aaron Boone is that kind of manager where he comes out and is like, he'll fucking rip anybody. Anybody.
No, yes, he does that, but he is a dumb son of a bitch.
I don't know how they haven't been back to the World Series under him.
Because he's
dumb. I don't get it.
So your boy John Boy gets to interview him like every week.
Oh yeah, they have a whole segment with him.
He asks him the most brutal questions that basically are like, "Why are you bad at your job?"
Oh yeah, we were playing fucking video games the other day, and you were telling me about that. I had to immediately watch the video, and I was
funny.
like, "Oh my god, Jimmy is dumpstering Booty, dude! Like pretty
if
hard."
I were him, I would be like, "Why am I doing this?" It's every week he does it to him. He's like, "Hey, I watch every game. Okay,
yeah. Why are you guys bad?
Why does this keep happening?
Why can't you guys hit the ball?"
And then here's my input on what you should be doing.
Oh, so funny, dude.
Imagine some guy that just loves baseball, works really hard, gets into a position where he gets to interview the manager,
his favorite team's manager, yeah.
And he then goes, "I think you're doing not great." And the other
That's what we all want to do though. Like when we shit on the Mariners in any circumstance where we're like, Jerry DePoto's a fucking idiot.
If I ever got
love you, Scotty, but you gotta have a little bit more pizzazz. I would love to do that.
If I ever got a hold of that guy,
Jerry DePoto,
yes, I would have a list of how long.
It'd be like that. It'd be like in The Dark Knight Rises when Bane puts his hand on that guy and goes, "You think you're in charge? You're fucking dead now, DePoto. You're dead."
That looks painful. Yes. A smaller man.
Yeah, to a smaller man. Yeah. Oh my god.
I would just be like,
what does he say? The tide rises.
It's just me
or
Jerry,
whatever he said, or the darkness rises. What does he say? I don't know. What does he say in the plane? When that one of his cronies is gonna sacrifice himself. One of us has to stay on board.
He's like, where's my parachute? He goes, "No, brother.
Yeah.
One of us must be found with the wreckage."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, you know what? That's great logic. He got me there. I'm going to stay on this plane."
I forget what he said. It's not the tide rises.
The
it's
darkness.
Like
I think
some shit like that. Anyway, very funny.
So
very funny. That's what we're doing to you, Jerry. You're getting the fucking Bane treatment if we ever get a hold of you, bud.
I would just list off everybody that has signed in the last 10 years and been like, "Remember when you promised success?"
Yeah.
And then I would read a name and then I'd say,
"Yeah,
here's the available players that you didn't want."
Oh yeah. Here's the players that you didn't want. Here's the ones that came up that Scott and his staff made better. Has nothing to do with you, fuckhead. Like,
dude, the Mariners. Okay, so I understand that like the Twitter, the socials, all this, they got to push the excitement. They go, "Welcome to the Mariners, Tommy Listell." This motherfucker made it 2 months, and they were like, "You know what? We just don't want you anywhere. You are cut."
That pissed me off too, because I had such a good mindset about Tommy. I really did. I thought he was going to really succeed in Seattle, and I was just wrong. I was just wrong, and I fucking hate that.
We had a real.
I wanted him to be so good. In Seattle.
Had a real opportunity in the second base sweepstakes this year, and the Mariners waited and waited and waited, and I didn't.
We talked about that a lot in the offseason.
I'm not going to say they didn't make offers to the other potential all-stars, but I didn't hear any. I didn't hear the Mariners are pursuing heavily this guy. They're wooing him, doing this. And then we got fucking Colton Wong. The fuck are we doing?
See, another move that I was very wrong about I was like, yo, Colton Wong's a fucking scrapper. Remember the weird like fantasy football drama that he got into with Jock Peterson?
Yeah, that's funny.
And all that, and he open hand slapped Jock Peterson like pregame because they were like talking shit to each
Yep,
other on a
I love
fantasy
that.
football chat. I was like, oh hell yeah, dude, we got a little fire starter, and he was so good at second base in Milwaukee, and he was hitting the ball. He's fast, he's strong, and I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, we got ourselves a little scrappy second baseman. He's been fucking terrible in Seattle,
Unbelievable.
fucking terrible. I don't get it. Why do we just kill people's careers?
This is Safeco. This is T-Mobile Park. Whoever built this
Is it just poison, you think?
hates offense.
Yeah. I don't know. I fucking
Which
can't
makes
stand
no sense because that should be the most hitters ballpark I've ever, because every other team can hit the ball there.
it. Mike Trout certainly can.
Dude, Mike Trout motherfucker shows up and guarantee that weekend he bats 600 with 3 home runs.
Mike Trout fucking owns Seattle. Drives me nuts.
Today, Cal Raleigh hit one out of the park.
Yeah, they played super early this morning. What'd they do? What was
They lost 3-2.
3-2. Okay.
But we were winning 2-0, so never forget.
Never forget.
But he hit one out onto the road, and apparently when someone does that, they put a plaque up where the ball lands.
Oh, that's awesome.
So the petition for the big dumper plaque has begun.
Sign it.
I mean, he
Do it.
nuked this ball. Click on that and see if they got a highlight of it.
Okay, so wait, before we do, look at this. We've got 2023 team leaders for the Mariners. Look at this shit, bro. This is so bad. Batting average, Ty France, 276. So Ty's on the up and up, which is good.
I like how he's played this year. I have not said anything bad about him one time.
He kind of is just Mr. Consistency. I fucking love Ty France.
I haven't said one bad thing about him.
Teoscar Hernandez, I bet you didn't know this. He's got 14 fucking dingers.
He's been playing a lot better too, because look, his average is up.
Way up. RBI's way up.
Because that sorry sack of shit for the first month of the season was batting under 200, and now he's come alive.
Yep. And then you got Gino is at 44 RBIs. Love that.
Which makes no sense because
it's great. I think that's just more of like a lineup situation.
Maybe, but he's not hitting a lot of homers this year.
Oh, and now I get to talk shit to you because you wanted to act like you needed to hold Luis Castillo accountable.
No, I said I didn't want to.
He's got a 2.89 ERA.
I know he's great.
Yeah.
But my point is
Kirby with 6 wins and then strike. Luis got 101 strikeouts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. So his ERA is 2.89.
Yeah.
He has 4 wins on the year. This is what I'm saying. It's not his fault. That
no,
is not his fault.
No, but see, that's the thing with like aces. Every team does this.
But when
they do the ace versus the ace, I kind of don't know why this happens in baseball. I guess when it's like
after the first month or so, it's completely random. It really is.
On series starts, especially division games, you're usually looking at ace versus ace. That is a thing.
So are you saying Moneyball? You go on Moneyball here. What if you reversed your order?
Oh, you do the Tampa Bay Rays thing?
You go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you talking? Oh, you mean just your pitching?
Yes.
Your pitching rotation?
Yes.
I don't know.
Or what if you go?
I thought you were talking about the Rays when they flipped their.
What if you go?
They flipped everything, or was that Milwaukee that did that? I think it was the Rays.
What if you go?
They had a closer come in.
Yeah, I remember
for the first inning, and then they bump him out.
Stupid.
And it worked
for a little bit.
Yeah, they had like a 22-game stint where they lost like 3 games.
Yeah, it worked for a little bit.
It was kind of crazy. Anyway,
I think that probably just punishes you if you need them late. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you bring in your starter in like the 4th or 5th inning, and then it's like,
I hope you finish.
Oops, he's having a bad day. Yeah. We already used all of our relievers.
Yeah. So what if you went
going on with my fucking hat here?
What if you went your number 2 pitcher in the lead, and then so it'd be like 1v2.
Okay.
And then you had 3, so it'd be 2v3.
Yep.
4. Yep. V3, and then 1v5 kind of setup. You know.
Yeah.
To where you were just like 1 off every time. The likelihood that you could win any of those games is still high. It's not like their 4 pitcher is that much better than your 5, unless
one of them is just a freak.
Right. Fine. I mean, there are some teams that have like 1 through 5 starting pitching that is very good.
Yeah.
Like but no matter what, you're playing uphill anyway. So why not? I think there's something there where you could like skew chances of victory a little bit towards the back half, where you might get better pitching versus their middling to worse pitchers. And if the ultimate goal is just win 3 out of 5, because that makes the playoffs every year,
Yeah.
would that not maybe work? Because your starters,
I don't know.
your best 3 pitchers won't win every game, but your worst 2 pitchers won't lose every game.
Well, and maybe this is just us like hip pocketing a thing that's
Yeah.
like been statistically analyzed way
maybe.
harder than what we're talking about. But I don't know. Yeah, that might work.
Or maybe you just line it up and say, this is our best chance to win every day.
Yeah.
And that's what you hope for.
What video did you want to see here?
Click on just this game and see if it has the
Orioles?
highlight. That sucked. That was a great robbery.
It was, yeah, Julio's.
Yeah. All right, go to the top.
It's not gonna play, is it?
I don't know why it wouldn't. Go up to the or maybe up and go videos. Click on videos.
Okay.
Have you seen this?
The robbery?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And just
fucking
click on videos.
sexy. All right. Yeah, we already saw it. Got Julio, Santana. All right, yeah, let's see this.
This thing, I don't know how it got out. So like the angle he hit it at,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
So they're trying to get a big dumper mark in Baltimore.
Yes. I mean, the rule is, I guess the tradition they live by is if you hit it out of the stadium onto this street, you get
Hang on. Here we go. All
yeah,
right.
look at this.
Oh, that thing was crushed. Was that a fair ball?
Yes.
Oh, he's got a stash now?
Yeah.
Dude, I have not been watching enough Mariners baseball. Oh my God.
He
looks slender too, but he's still got a fat ass. Kadonk. That was crushed.
I mean, the
that thing
angle on
was
this-
blitzed, bro.
out of the ballpark, baby.
Out of here. Oh yeah, baby. Love it. That was a great shot.
I know. And that was all we got for the entire game. We could have had 3, but Julio got
Hang on. I
screwed.
do want to watch this robbery again.
I mean, it sucks. Julio did it the day before, though.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
What a
yo.
Yokes ad.
No free ads, dude.
No free ads.
So if you go back and just look at like where the Mariners have like screwed up this season, it all started with the offseason.
Yes.
That's kind of my takeaway. The bad
The thing that drives me the most crazy about everything is that they don't do this like supplementary shit where like they have one guy who's a freak superstar. You had your Julio last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't do anything to supplement further success of that star or
Right.
like team victory. It's like, we'll just put this guy in who, hey, this guy's good. Let's
What
fucking
if
do
you
this.
got
It's
another
like,
big bat and like forced them to pitch to one of the two?
yeah, and put him behind Julio or in front of Julio, whatever you want to do. Put Julio at the 2 spot. Wait, that's not.
That
Oh,
was
here
it,
it's going to
yeah.
show both of them.
I mean, that just sucks. We almost had it in the first.
Okay, Julio always smiling.
That was
That was gone.
Oh, certainly.
That
just a
was
good
gone.
play. Yeah, you hate to see it, huh?
God damn. Yeah, Julio just laughing. He's like, fucking shit. Well, maybe if you hit it further like Cal did, Julio, you wouldn't have to worry about
That's
that.
just another classic. Julio hits the ball hard and gets just screwed.
Yeah, every time. And that is probably my favorite Julio stat is that like if you look at this guy's stats, he's still good. Like he's not had a bad year. It's definitely not nearly as good as last year.
But no, Kyler was saying his batting average is like more than 200 points lower than the closest guy who has the same number of hits.
At that velocity?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's like,
It's crazy.
he hits the ball hard enough that he could be batting like 350.
He fucking plugs the ball. It's nuts. Yeah.
Now, the Mariners also love striking out more than any
Oh my
team
God.
on planet Earth. So
It's so bad.
if we figured that out and just put the ball in play like 20% more instead of just striking out, we might be a little better off.
Yeah.
But and that 20% is not unreasonable when half our team has struck out fucking 60 times.
Yeah, what did they it was like they showed the American League like top 5 strikeout batters and Mariners had like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like,
So
fuck.
it's fine. I'm not gonna like. Here's what I'll say.
We're not out.
No.
By any
no.
means.
No. I'm not gonna fork the season, but here's what I don't want. I don't want them to start leveraging the future for this year.
Right.
And if I know Jerry like I think I do,
He's gonna fuck it up.
He will do something unbelievable here.
He's gonna fuck it up.
I mean, we have so many good prospects.
What do we have next? We have the Nats next. All right, we should be all right there.
Are we? Is it get right time?
I think so. Nats are the worst team in the NL East. I think we start a little revenge tour here.
All right. I mean, if we had won today, it would have felt so good.
I know. Here, let's see. Let's just look what our next week schedule looks like.
All right. I love how they do this. They don't put the newest games at the top.
No, fucking idiots.
Incredible.
All right, so we got Washington. Ooh, then Tampa Bay. Then we're running through a buzzsaw. Tampa Bay, San Francisco, and then Houston. Yikes.
So out of our next 12 games, like 3 of them are fun.
God. So are we at home against Washington? No.
No, versus.
I know, but the rest of them say
home.
at.
Yeah, we're at home.
So we don't even. Oh, because we played early today.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we don't get a travel day, but it's because we played at 10 a.m.
No, I woke up. Dinked
I think
around.
today's game was at 10:30, wasn't it?
Yes, I woke up, dinked around, checked the internet, and then saw highlights, and I was like, "Oh, was this yesterday when we lost?" And then I was like, "No, that was actually
No, it's today.
Today, what is going on?"
Yeah,
because about noon, 12:30, I was like, I might just like hook up and watch this game.
Yeah,
no,
but if you think about it, that's a 1:00 start time.
On the East Coast, yeah.
So
well,
or 1:30, whatever.
My brain went 1:00 is when I think they're gonna play, so I'm gonna maybe try to watch them. But actually, it happened.
Yeah, time travel fucked you up.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, we've got Washington at home, Tampa Bay at home, and then we go to the Bay Area, and then we go to Texas to play Houston for a 4-gamer. Who do we have 4th of July? Oh, we get the Giants 4th of July at home. That's fun.
No,
that's fun.
We're in San Francisco for that.
Oh, that's right. We are. Wait. Okay, yeah. My bad.
You're gonna learn at and verse soon enough.
My bad. I see it now. I see the at.
Okay.
All right. So we are in the Bay Area for 4th of July.
Julio did announce he will do the home run derby in Safeco.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I couldn't be more excited.
Don't they oh yeah, this is we got to beat out Juan Soto. We have to kill Juan Soto.
Well, he's had a bad year.
But
check the numbers. He's bad.
But he is the reigning home run derby champ.
Will he be there by default if he wants to? Is that how
I don't know.
Works?
I don't know. Does the reigning champ not get like another seat?
You should.
I would think so. I think that like 2 things should be a guarantee. So the team that hosts, like the city that hosts, gets 1, and the reigning champ comes back,
and then just fill in the other 6.
Yeah, fill in the other 6 with
fan vote or just league leaders.
Or just who's got the most dingers, maybe
or who wants to do it. Fine.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my brain being like, well, you remember from like the year 2000 to like, I guess like 99 to like 2008.
You mean like one of the greatest eras for baseball?
It was just the same 5 guys every year.
It was so awesome.
It was like, here's
and then there was the one year with Hamilton in Texas. Yeah. And how many did he hit, dude?
40?
Didn't he? I think it was like 50 something.
It was.
How many Josh Hamilton hit that year? We're gonna have to look that up.
It was.
Here, type that in. Josh Hamilton home run derby.
Josh Hammy. Oh, my hand hurts.
Yeah, I know. You can do it.
Home run
derby 2008. Yep, right there. Bang. Oh my God, he hit one 502 feet. Jesus Christ. All right. Which one?
The one that people
How many?
Ask. 28 in 1 round.
In 1 round. 28 first round homers. But that was the old criteria. Or the old home run derby thing where it's like you get 10 outs.
Yes.
Yeah. They're not on a timer.
But there was also no bonus points.
Bonus time.
Bonus points. Because now they throw that special, it's worth like +2.
No. Now they do. You get 30 extra seconds to hit
if you hit a total distance.
Two of them. I think you have to hit 2 home runs
400
over
feet.
400 or something like that, and then you get 30 extra seconds.
That seems really hard.
Yeah, it's a long way to hit a ball.
I once hit a softball that far.
No, you fucking didn't.
I certainly have.
No, you did not.
I certainly have.
You're a fucking idiot. Although that one that you hit at practice, and I was talking mad fucking shit to you, and I was like, "Hey, Cody,
that one,
you're gonna make me the only one that hits a home run today?" And then you were like, "Fuck you," mid pitch, and put that thing over that scissor lift in the construction yard behind the field. I was like, "Okay, Cody's back," and then you broke your arm because you're fucking weak.
Shouts out.
Yeah.
All right, Mariner wrap up. I feel like we had a good Mariner rabbit trail.
Should we wrap up the Mariners with an update on the Cottonwood Legends?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so we don't have a great record right now. We're kind of getting shit on.
Well,
but we were forced into playing in the upper league.
We got to go back though, like 2 weeks time, right?
Okay. Okay,
we got to go back 2 weeks time.
We can go back 2 weeks.
And we got to do umpire talk, and we got to do general team morale.
So in short, TLDR, the umpires fucking suck. Team morale very high.
There you go.
And yeah, that sums that up. Now we'll go into it. We'll go into it deep now.
No, but it's not even the umpires are bad. It's that I don't know if I've seen people drunker than me on the field.
Yeah, that was a first, I think.
That
for
was
sure.
All time.
Yeah, that was a first. So yeah, a couple weeks ago, Cody wasn't here. He was off vacaying. He was gallivanting is the word I'm going to use. And we had an umpire show up 25 minutes late.
Turn your dial slightly down.
Okay. We had an umpire show up 25 minutes late.
There you go.
And first thing he says to us when he walks out onto the field, we're already playing ball without him.
Because a team showed up and another team showed up, and you thought, hey, I think we can get this done.
Yeah. We're like, I think we can umpire ourselves. We'll be fine. So we start playing. He shows up hammered and has an entire like wheeled on cooler that he pulls out full of beer, which whatever, we all, drink beers during the games. But he pulls it out, and the first thing out of his mouth is not even like, hey, guys, sorry I'm late, whatever. He goes, does anyone know how to talk to pregnant women? And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Now this guy is an absolute gem.
Well, yeah, and I sarcastically reply with, yeah, you don't. You just go to the bar. And he's like, oh, I just came from there. Yeah, no shit.
No shit.
Jesus Christ, dude. Then I come up
there
to
I
bat.
was.
Then we're in the field at the time. Then I come up to bat the following half inning. And he goes, hey, man, is that a cloth shirt? And I'm like, what? I'm like, no, it's made of cardboard. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, is that a cotton shirt? I'm like, yeah, it's a cotton shirt. He's like, hey, could you like wipe off my sunglasses? Because like I have one of those like breathable, like non-sweaty shirts and it just smudges. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? This is the weirdest request I've ever seen. And I grab his sunglasses and I go, yeah, I wipe them off and I go, this is the only fucking favor you're going to get for the rest of the day. And he goes, wow, bro, seriously? What? And I'm like, yeah, you're being fucking weird, dude. Just call balls and strikes. Shut up.
I've had umpires. I guess we've had umpires yell at our outfielders because they weren't wearing their hats the right way.
Yeah. Turn your hat around.
We've had umpires that straight up just like don't know
rules,
like simple rules, like
infield fly rule.
What an infield fly might be. But this guy wheeling out his beer, being like, "Can everyone do my job for me?"
Yeah, hilarious.
And then following it up with random comments.
Well, then at the end of the games that we played, he knew a couple guys on the opposing team and was like, weird. I want to take some batting practice. And they're like, dude, we want to go home.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, give me a bat. I'm going to hit one out. And then he pulls one of the other guys from their team and he's like, if I hit one further than you, then you owe me whatever. I don't even know if they were betting money or beers or whatever.
He just needed an Uber home.
And he hits like a shit ground ball to shortstop. And then the other dude comes up and he's like, so what if I just hit one out right now? And he's like, well, you pretty much already got me beat. But if you don't hit one out, then I win. And Mitch just pumps one to like deep left center. And he's like, well, all right. I'm like, what the fuck is with this guy, dude? I don't understand him.
And so we thought the saga was over.
No, it wasn't over.
Because last week we got him again.
We had him again. Yes.
I will say this time he wasn't nearly what he was the first time. Still drunk.
He actually showed up on time, which is cool.
Yeah, still certainly drunk.
Yeah.
The first game ended and I couldn't stop laughing. I never seen an umpire dead sprint off the field like he did. And he was like lighting his smoke while he was like sprinting off the field.
Yeah.
I don't know where he went. I assumed he just was about to like piss his pants.
Oh, and then you discovered this thing that he was doing too that I almost forgot about until now.
Oh.
That when he was calling balls,
yeah,
as in like a pitcher would throw a ball,
yeah,
he was not saying where the ball was. So like if Josh threw a high pitch, he wasn't like the ball was up. He was telling Josh, he was giving Josh advice, like you got to bring it down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who does that? Just call the ball up. Just say it was up. ball up, ball out, ball in. Just say where it was. I will correct that
Yeah.
as the pitcher.
Every pitch he would be telling Josh, look good. Nope, a little more inside. No, you got to get a little further outside. No, you got to. And I was like, Josh is already mad. He's already mad that he's out there.
God.
So that was.
Oh, Jesus.
Tom kept saying too, like, he was calling him like he's like, you got to get it more inside. The ball was, or he was saying like the inside call, and he was like, Josh threw that 3 feet off the plate to the outside. I was like, yeah, no, he wasn't calling the pitch inside. He was telling Josh, you got to throw it inside.
You got to bring it in. I don't understand it.
So that was, I don't know what he was doing there. He didn't know what 10 feet was. I don't blame him necessarily for that, because I think a lot of people have a hard time visualizing what 10 feet is.
Yeah.
In the wild. But
and I think on like a first pitch, so obviously we start with a 1-1 count. I think on the first pitch, if you get it anywhere near, you got to call a strike. I have argued this for so long. The damn thing is underhand. What do you want me to put it on a tee so you can just mash it? I don't. Yeah. I would rather. Now, if you have 2 strikes though, and you're throwing something that's a big old arc, it's like, all right. We're not giving you that one.
No, you don't get free strikes.
No.
But
on your first pitch, if it's close,
bro, if it
you call that fucking thing a strike.
If it lands on the plate, if it lands next to the plate, if it lands as an actual strike, but might be like a few inches high. This ball is huge. You're teeing off on like
it's coming in at 30 miles an hour.
You keep saying these numbers. The ball might get there at 10.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not throwing it fast. I'm lobbing this thing. Josh is lobbing this thing from 40 feet out. Like, have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun. Just hit it.
See, that's what I mean, is that like the cool thing about the last 2 teams that we've played is that they all wanted to hit. So they were, if you get you get 3 balls and you have no strikes, or they would do the phony swing and all that shit. So like, thankfully they weren't bitches about like, I'm going to take my walk. I'm taking my walk.
Yeah. I mean, that's an absolute tip of the cap to them for being good teams and also wanting to play softball.
Well, and so out of everything that we talked shit about that umpire, he did one thing that I actually thought was like kind of a cool thing, where he would just straight up ask you, if you don't have 2 strikes and you have 3 balls, he would just straight up ask you, be like, hey, if this is a ball, do you want me to call it a strike? I mean, like, yeah, because I want to hit. I don't want to walk in adult league softball.
No, I think at times you have to, but
you're forced into it sometimes. Like,
I mean, sometimes I think we are a little too antsy swinging, but
especially the people that don't know how to hit.
Right, we just want to have fun and hit.
Yeah,
and I will never criticize somebody for swinging to play the game. I don't care.
Me neither.
I really don't care.
Take the strike, hit the ball.
I don't know how. Once a game, I swing so hard I miss the ball entirely.
Oh yeah, we had 2 last week.
I'll never strike out on that next pitch, but I will swing to my heart's content that first one.
You know what was the funny thing is that we were talking about is that like a lot of the guys that get like an early strike, almost every single time after that, they pull the ball. Almost every time.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't that be your tendency if you were...
They're in spooky hours.
Right.
Yeah, they're like, I don't want to strike out. I'm not going to try to push a ball and change up my swing.
No, and
I'm just going to pull it.
Also, you do what feels the absolute most natural to you.
Which is to pull the ball.
And they never... Now, obviously in baseball, right, you can manipulate the bat, you can choke up, do whatever.
For sure.
If you choke up in softball, it's not necessarily...
You're a fucking retard.
It's not going to help you all that much, but whatever. But they do. You get a little tight at the plate, get a little nervous, and the next thing you do is you get that bat head around a little faster, a little harder, and you're really focusing so heavily on just the control of the bat that you will just yank that thing.
Oh, yeah. All right. Are we done on softball, done on baseball?
Yeah. Shouts out to the legends, as always.
Shouts out. Love the legends. Love you guys.
We've also talked about, little plug, maybe a softball tournament put on by us.
Yes.
Because I think that'd be fun.
Bookmark it for the viewers out there. Bookmark it.
Yep. Just leave a comment if that would be something you guys would like to do.
Yeah, we want to do it really bad.
It'd be fun. We'd be good at it. We talk about, we know taco truck people. We know
we got food vendors. We got the money. We get the number crunching going down.
Yeah, we're spreadsheeted out of our minds.
Yeah, we talked about it in ad nauseum yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yep. Possible Cottonwood Legends, Cottonwood Media sponsored softball tournament in the works. Possibly around September, October, probably October.
Yeah, it would be like a Halloween themed. Everyone could wear costumes.
Be so fun.
It would be hilarious.
Be so fun, dude. You got people out there looking like the fucking Mandalorian.
Yeah,
and
you could just play co-ed too, so everyone
or like
gets
the
action.
goddamn Ultimate Warrior. You know I'm the Ultimate Warrior. If we're
course.
doing Halloween stuff.
Of course.
Yeah.
Calvin, you're so white.
I might even just cream of the crop it, but who knows?
Full tassels.
Yeah. Who knows?
All right.
Yeah, I'll either be Macho Man or the Ultimate Warrior, but minus the cocaine. The copious amounts of
That's
cocaine.
an add-on you have to purchase.
So I have to do that?
No, I'm saying like it's like DLC.
Oh, okay, got it. Got it.
If you choose to pay,
if we lose our first game, I'll come out just bumped out of my mind.
you got to buy that 1999 expansion pack.
Yeah. Battle pass.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, brother. Fucking gonna go nuts. Oh man.
Just nose bleeding in the outfield. I don't know what's going on.
Oh man. All right. So this is what Cody is definitely gonna tote as his favorite segment. I'm gonna let you take it away.
Favorite segment. All right. We're gonna play NBA draft bust or Hall of Famer. And I'm gonna tell Pat where they're from, what school they went to, what team they're playing for, and he will then inform us all of how well their career will go.
Okay. Are we gonna need to like pen and paper this one down for later?
Oh,
like 5 years from now?
Yeah, I'll put it in the book. I'll put it in the same book that I've put all the running backs I could tackle.
Yeah, my very, very important file.
Yeah. Hey, editor, log this. Spoiler, that's me.
Yeah, it's everyone's junk drawer that they have in their house where they keep random pens and rubber bands and paper clips and shit. Calvin, go.
Hey, you're hogging. You're hogging.
There you go. Good job, buddy. Thank you.
All right. This one we'll start
starting from the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick like 5 of them because I have opinions on some of them.
Okay, say Victor's last name.
Wimbayama.
And he's French?
Yeah.
So he ain't fucking French.
Sure he is. Why not?
No, the fuck he's not. That ain't a French name. Victor Wembanyama.
Here's a video.
This is the least French name I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Well, you want to be Pierre?
Yeah, he should be like Jacques Lecoq.
Okay, just so clear, Tony Parker is also French.
Oh, fuck.
Not everyone has to be like a butler from France.
Whatever.
All right, we'll start with him then. He was the first overall pick from France.
Yeah, he's like 18 feet tall.
He is very tall.
He's super tall. He's what, like 7'8"?
I don't know if he's that tall, but
he's tall as shit. Pull him up. Let's see it. Oh God, Adam Silver looks like he is tall this fucking guy.
You just got to find him standing by the.
Oh my God.
There's a little.
This looks like a Key and Peele skit.
He does. So
he's so fucking tall.
Adam Silver, I don't think is like necessarily short.
He's not short by any means. He's definitely taller than I am.
He's look at his hand eating his hand. He almost can touch thumb to hand on a handshake.
He has very like elegant woman hands too. They're like very long fingered, elegant. Did you see him
throw out that first pitch?
Yes, and did you see the baseball where he's like holding the ball?
Oh my God,
fucking insane!
All right, so that's your first pick.
Victor is going to be. I think he might do a little like Yao Ming stuff. You know what? I'm gonna say he's gonna be awesome.
All right.
He's going to be awesome.
All right. I like that. You're in the majority there. He is an absolute athletic.
He's going to be awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick this guy because he was the Alabama kid that had the gun issue.
Oh, nice.
So Will Brandon Miller, whose gun, not my gun. I just gave it to my friend, not my gun.
Not mine. Yeah. Not my gun.
Was not a part of the shooting.
Great.
Not my gun.
This guy's getting Aaron Hernandez easily, like year one.
Will Brandon Miller be a good player?
No, he's a bust. Okay. I don't care if he's no wait. This isn't good player. This is Hall of Fame or bust.
Okay, yeah. Will
okay?
He be a Hall
Brandon Miller is gonna be the biggest bust of all time. Motherfucker gonna get arrested in like 6 months.
Will he bust his gun faster than his career?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. He's fucked. You're fucked, Brandon Miller.
Okay. Now let's go down to Here's a Duke.
There's no way that you're gonna skip over Grady Dick.
I mean,
okay, ever.
Fine.
So whatever you need to do before we get to Grady, do it.
Okay. Well, I'll let you discuss Grady's dick.
Yes, we're gonna discuss Grady's dick.
Okay. I'm gonna come down to the number 12 pick,
Okay.
Derek Lively the second.
Okay.
From Duke.
Duke kid.
First Belial. He's also French.
Also, that's a demon name.
That is straight out of
He's a demon. He's a straight up demon.
Koulibaly.
I'm going.
All right, we're on Lively.
Wait, I
second.
thought we were doing Belial, the demon guy.
All right, you can do that.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go Hall of Fame.
All right,
Hall of Fame
you have two Frenchmen in the Hall of Fame
because he
now.
sold his soul. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. France is taking over the NBA Hall of Fame.
You hate to see that. All right, we'll go Derek Lively the second from Duke, playing for the. I'm getting real fed up with the Thunder pretending that they're still the Sonics on the internet,
Yeah,
even
what
though
the fuck was
even
this?
though you're dog shit motherfucking like scum of a human being owner disavowed the Sonics.
Yeah, they did the whole like NBA championship graphic. Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah.
The Thunder are loser fucks that have no history.
Fucking losers.
Your best player is Nick Colson. So live with that. Fuck you guys. I was all in on the Thunder. Now I'm all out after you guys got uppity.
We're out.
I'm all out.
All out.
I'm not even a Trailblazers guy either.
Just come back to Seattle.
We'll get one.
Just come on back.
We'll get one. All right. Derek Lively second from Duke. He's a center. He's 7'2", 215 pounds.
Hey, big dude. We're gonna go Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Hall of Fame, Derek Lively the second.
I don't like to hear that, but
Derek Lively 2. Episode 2.
I wonder if his dad played.
Derek Lively, Attack of the Clones.
He might be a clone. All
Attack
right.
of the Clones. Episode 2, Cody.
I will now let you rate Grady Dick from Kansas.
Grady Dick. We're not going to look at anything.
Okay,
no,
stats?
never mind.
No
Never mind.
stats.
Well, I already saw
Okay.
he's 6'7".
Okay.
Grady Dick will absolutely be a bust.
Really? You don't think a 6'7", 200-pound
Kansas kid
is going to get it done?
No, he's a bust. Sorry, Grady. Great name. Grady Dick.
All right.
However,
big old bust?
Big bust. Sorry, dude.
All right.
That's just the way it is. What about Kobe Buffkin? Oh, yeah. Buffkin. Dude, Buffkin is also a very good last name. Is it Boofkin or Buffkin?
I would guess Buff.
I think it's Buffkin.
It sounds cooler, so we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Now, do you think there's a problem that his parents definitely named him after Kobe?
Bust.
No,
we're going Hall of Fame. Kobe, you're going to Hall of Fame. Buffkin for the win. Let's go.
Okay, now let's play. How big do you think he is?
6'5", 215.
6'4", baby.
They don't put his weight up though?
Well, it's probably not relevant to his position.
This is like the Dan Patrick thing.
Yeah. Ding.
Hi, first time, long time. 5'10", 345.
Ding. Dan goes, what the fuck?
Yeah. I love when they like occasionally will throw in how much they bench.
That is also funny.
Yeah, they're like 5'8", 245, bench 185, and you're like, wow, you are a stub human.
Do you think anyone ever called him like Kobe Blumpkin?
Ooh, Kobe Blumpkin. I think that increases his possibility of going to the Hall of Fame if anyone ever called him Blumpkin, because now he's got like chip on his shoulder.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do one more, and we're gonna pick the Trailblazers draft pick.
Chris
Murray.
Chris with a K. That's a woman's name.
From Iowa.
Hey, Chris. This one's out to you. Your parents spelled your name like a woman would be spelled.
That's how Chris Bryant spells his name.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
Chris Bryant, also a woman's name. It should be Chris, like Christopher. Not Chris, like
Christopher Walken?
Christina. Yeah, or Christopher Walken. Yeah. Hey, fuck you. I'm walking here.
We'll also do this Gonzaga kid. But
okay.
All right. So Chris Murray, Iowa.
Bust.
That seems clear as day to me as well.
Yeah, bust as fuck.
6'8", 225.
He's a big motherfucker, too. God damn.
He is big, huh?
God damn.
I'd take him to the block, though, and get those buckets.
Yeah, take him down to the Grove.
For free.
For free.
All right, last one.
We have another Kobe. Okay, so we got to do another Kobe.
All right, we'll do both Kobe's, but God. All right.
God damn it.
Two more. You think Kobe might be the most popular name in the next 20 years?
For basketball players?
Yeah.
Yeah, duh.
Okay. All right. We're doing the
Does that
Gonzaga
also
kid.
mean that they're destined to be accused of rape and then die in a helicopter?
50-50.
Only if they change their number.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I used to move 8s. I don't know if you finish the song.
No, I'm not going to.
Julian Strother from Gonzaga.
Strother.
Now, I watched Gonzaga this year, and I'm going to level with you. I have no idea who this guy is. I have no idea.
Oh, then he's definitely on Hall of Fame.
Well,
Hall of Fame.
that'd be the first Gonzaga player that ever made that.
Julian.
I don't want to hear the comments get mad. John Stockton, who is noted piece of shit.
Total piece of shit. Fucking world-class asshole.
If you ever have to interact with him, it is unbelievable.
Yeah, he's a fucking dirtbag.
I've interacted with him 3 times in my life.
This guy came to Art Daywall Gymnasium
Did he?
for when Gonzaga Prep played Richland High in whatever that, I guess it would be regionals.
Yeah.
And had a couple kids, like it was like 2 kids came up to him, ages like 10 and 9.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Mr. Stockton, can I like
Bother you for 2 seconds?
I'm here to watch my kid play. Leave me alone.
Yeah. It's
like, fucking bro, you're at a high school gymnasium, dude.
People know you from,
you know how cool that would be to like,
people know you from the dream team. People know you from your legendary career.
You're a fucking legend, bro.
Especially in such a like small kind of like, obviously like Richland as a whole is not necessarily that small of a city, but like you are in the eastern part of Washington state. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
man?
this is like a very, very tiny place of the world.
I know,
you know,
and it's
and
not
you have
like
some kid that knows you because like his dad watched you play and
he probably learned some of basketball from you.
Yes,
and it's like this is a cool moment where you're seeing
you got
like
some kid that just like idolizes you. This isn't a grown man.
No,
you know, like okay, that's one thing about like I always thought this about like celebrities or like pro athletes and things like that. Grown men that come up to anyone like that and they're like, please, can I get a signature? Dude, are you're so weak in that you want another grown man to sign a ball or sign your hat or your shirt? You are a fucking bitch.
I couldn't agree more. It's weird.
It's
I
so
think it's
weird.
I don't.
It's the same reason why like I just don't wear jerseys. I have 2 jerseys that I've ever bought or been gifted to me of all time. I've worn my Kyle Seager jersey, I think maybe like 2 or 3 times. Sure. And now it's just on a coat hanger. I don't wear it. It's weird.
There comes a point where you like start to phase out of
fandom in that way.
Because I'm not a kid.
Right.
I'm not a kid. I
don't need to idolize another guy who's like just fucking being a guy.
Yeah. Now
I don't get that.
I tend to be more critical of their craft because I understand it more. So it's like I don't need to be like, you're the best, sir.
And it's like, dude, do your own thing.
My dad got a cool,
but like a kid. Like just to like come back to that.
But going back, my dad got a cool Diamondbacks jersey. This is the new strategy. You don't get a name on it. You just get the team jersey. Like that's
or even like put your own name on the back.
Sure.
You know, like I would fucking rock that.
I
put
like
my name on the back.
I like wearing team affiliated shirts.
Oh yes, of course. I've got that Griffey shirt.
Right, that's
one of my favorite fucking shirts.
What I'm saying, but it's not like I'm paying $200 to be like. I mean, the worst thing I ever bought was that Robinson Cano jersey that I just hate it. I'm like,
I think maybe the only exception to the jersey purchase thing is that you know how much they're worth, and like you're doing it for a memento collector thing. Yeah. I fucks with that a lot. I'm people buying signed football helmets.
Yes.
Yeah, all day. I'm on that.
16, and I would go and buy all of the old school throwback like 90s, 70s, 80s jerseys of my favorite players on those teams. I had like a rookie LeBron jersey. I had a Carmelo jersey. I got an old school 70s Sonics jersey with Ray Allen on it.
Oh, that's even fucking better.
It's cool. And then I was like, when the fuck am I wearing any of these. This
Yeah.
is absurd. But they would be cool to have now in hindsight, where it's like I
Yeah.
can just put them,
Or even like when people have them like framed in their house.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That'd be
You know,
cool
I
to
think
do.
that's kind of like a cool thing to do. It's like, hey man, check out this fucking thing I got. This thing
Yeah.
is dope.
It becomes a collectible,
Yeah,
at
like a
some
collector's
point,
item.
but
But I'm not gonna wear it.
no, hell no, it's weird.
But that's what I mean. Is like coming back to like the John Stockton thing. Is that
Yes.
you have kids out here that are like, they don't know.
No,
They think the whole world is good. They don't even know
Right.
how bad the world is. They
That-
haven't even. They are still in like their child innocent, like untainted
on
mind.
top of this is probably the first time they've ever seen an NBA player
Anyone that's of any kind of fame
that
ever,
they
probably.
that they can recognize.
Yes, and it's John motherfucking Stockton.
Yes.
And a 10-year-old kid comes up to you and is like, "Hey, Mr. Stockton, I asked my dad if it was okay for me to come talk to you. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know how the conversation went.
Or you just
but-
walk up and go, Are you John Stockton?
Yeah,
Could you sign this?" And
that
he's
is
like,
so cool.
and he's like, "Get the fuck away from me."
Okay, so I'll give you a parallel here. So we were in fucking Vegas, and I think we were at, God, I think it was the New York, whichever hotel has the it's Wet Dream Concrete Tomato.
Yeah.
I think that's right. Is that right? Yeah.
I don't know how many people.
I think those are the actual lyrics. Yeah.
Funny.
But we were, whichever hotel has the Beatles bar. I think it's the New York, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, we're walking through the casino floor.
Not the London.
The London. And we see this like group of, I don't know, people, I guess, that are kind of conglomerating in one little spot.
Patrons.
And we see one of these weird like director's chairs,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we see a guy sitting, and we see a camera and a backlight that are facing this person. We can't see who if it's a guy or girl, I have no idea.
So we're doing like
Because
an
we've got
interview.
like 8-foot tall bodyguards that are built like fucking trucks all around him.
Sure, of course. Well,
And we're like, who the fuck is this? And we're all standing there in our dress blues because we're there for the Marine Corps ball. And this fucking guy gets up from his chair.
thank you for your
like
service.
it was like, dude, it was right. TYFYS. And this guy gets up very fast. Like they folded that chair up and they're moving. Like they're fast zooming through the
Okay.
casino floor.
Get me out of here.
Starts walking directly towards us, and we're all just kind of like sitting here with our drinks in our hands. We're like about to get fucked up.
Of course.
And
So he actually saw the better side of
the guy comes right up to us, stops, looks at us, and he goes, "Huh, you guys look real sharp." That's my Ray Romano voice. Yeah, I don't know how to do Ray Romano. I sounded more like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah,
but,
that was teetering on Patrick Mahomes.
he comes right up to me and my buddy Matt Wagner, and he's like, "Oh, you guys look really sharp." And we're like, "Hey, thanks, Mr. Romano." And he's like, "All right, well, you guys have a good night." And then he leaves. And
Nice.
that was it.
That's very cool.
That's how I would expect any interaction to go with
With a human,
adults talking to other adult celebs,
right?
players,
and it was
whatever.
What an example of him kind of going out of his way to just say something nice. And no, he knew that you knew who he was, and it was
Oh,
like
for sure.
it was like
It's fucking Ray Romano. Like,
Right.
yeah, I think it's hilarious.
it's like, oh, I've definitely seen you on TV. That's cool that you
Yeah.
came over and said something to me, and neither one of us, I didn't get weird, you didn't get weird.
Yep.
That was cool. Now you have a story of a positive interaction with somebody, and
Yeah.
you go, that guy's cool. And forever
Yep.
he will just be cool because he wasn't like a psychopath.
Yeah, he wasn't a fucking bitch. And none of us went out of our way to be like, "Hey, Mr. Romano, can we please get your signature?" Like, are you fucking stupid? I'm like, no, dude.
The first
I
time
ain't
I
gonna fucking do
ever
that.
ran into John was we're playing AAU and we had to play his kid. And they were obviously better.
His kid played baseball too, I think.
He's probably bad at both. His fucking kid's dog shit at basketball.
You hear that, John? Your kid sucks at basketball. Fuck you.
I know he sucks because that wasn't the first or last time I had played him. So we go out there, and Brett and I were playing just fine.
Yeah.
But like obviously we're AU. We're playing with friends and kids from our school. So we were kind of getting like smoked. I think we were down 20-30 at the end of the game.
Damn, getting smoked by John Stockton's kid. That's
Oh no, his kid was ass. There was this other kid. If I could remember his name, I assume he's in the NBA. He was unreal. So After the game, John is standing there by the door, and we have to walk by, and we're like, "Hey, could you sign my basketball?" And he goes, "Keep it moving. You guys lost." And we're like,
Damn,
"Oh,
bro.
okay, dude, your kid didn't do anything. Like, are you taking credit?" I mean,
He's
I don't,
just salty as fuck.
I don't know how much he paid to get his kid into Gonzaga to be on that roster, but it was an unbelievable amount. So then the next time we ran into him was at the Washington State basketball tournament. And we rented out his gym to practice in, the warehouse. Pretty cool gym. He's in the office. He comes out and goes, "What are you guys doing here?" And we're like, "Well, our coach said that we rented it. Sir, can we continue our practice?" "Keep it down. I'm working."
What the fuck?
I'm like, "Bro, you're," and also I think this goes back to where my high school basketball coach was a Bulls practice squad guy.
Damn.
He was very good. He was also 5'8". So
Whoa.
tough. He never made the NBA, but he knew these guys, right?
The fuck he didn't make the NBA.
He never played.
Okay, that's fine.
He was connected to,
yeah, but that's like saying the same thing as that. Like I may have never played MLB, but I'm a professional baseball player. If I played minor league,
yeah,
that's still
sure.
professional baseball.
You know,
well,
it's minor baseball. But either way,
You're the pipeline.
This was a widely known rumor, speculation, whatever. And
He's
so
a fucking good basketball player.
yeah, he was very good.
Okay, yeah.
So he walks into the office. He goes, "John, could you come and like say something to my guys? A lot of them know who you are and think you're like pretty cool." And I was like, "Not in that camp. I knew him when I was 14."
Yep.
And so he comes out and he goes, walks by, no shit, just walks by, goes, "Good luck," and I'm like, "Fuck you, dude. You don't do it if you're not gonna do it, whatever." And then the last time was just like,
So he's just like a don't bother me type dude.
yeah. And then the last time was just like in the streets of Spokane one night. We were out drinking and he was downtown for something, whatever it was. And we were like 20. We're like, "Hey, third time's the charm. You want to sign this for me? Fuck off." I'm like, "Got it. Fuck you." I guess.
My only other interaction that I can remember is did I tell you about the Mike Cameron thing?
Yeah, in the elevator.
So chill. So fucking chill.
You know who Crawley actually had a drink with? He met Adam Morrison at a bar, and like he said he was like the coolest.
I ate dinner
guy.
with Richie Sexton.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Josh didn't believe me, and he's like, "No, send a picture."
Just a giant son of a bitch.
So Richie asked me. It was a golf tournament that we played in Bend, Oregon, at the fucking Broken Top Resort. Awesome golf course, awesome people. This was like one of the greatest fucking days I've ever had playing golf. And I had no idea that Richie was even there. But afterward, they did like a banquet, like dinner for us, and they had like a silent auction in the mezzanine, like beside us.
Yeah, but I think you have to explain why you were there.
God damn it, no. And I'm not doing that. We were there for a golf tournament. Shut the fuck up.
Was this potentially
it was a fucking Memorial Day tournament? Shut up. It was a veteran sponsored Memorial Day tournament. Yes.
So regular people can't get in.
No, it was members.
Only the best of the best.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, it was cool as shit. Didn't know that Richie was a member at that golf. Why would I know that?
Why would he be there?
Why would I know that?
Does he live in that area?
I assume so. It's a great place to retire. It's fucking gorgeous.
Well, he retired at like 35, so
yeah, and there's breweries all over the place. It's a gorgeous place.
I bet he just rules.
He was so fucking cool. So I'm walking through we had finished eating dinner and I already texted Josh and was like, "Dude, I'm fucking eating dinner with Richie Sexton." He's like 2 tables away from me. And Josh is like, "Bullshit." And he's like, "You got to take a picture." And I was like, "I'm not going to fucking take a picture of this guy, dude. That's retarded." And so further, we get done eating and I go over and I start checking out the silent auction stuff. And this giant of a human being walks up next to me. And I'm looking at like one of the most hilarious things that I'm like window shopping for a $45,000 like cruise hotel vacation package that I'm never gonna bid on, right? And he walks up to me, makes
what you see?
Yeah. It was basically that. Makes a snide comment like, "Yeah, you thinking about putting a bid on that?" And I was like, "No, absolutely not."
Are you currently winning?
And I kind of give him a look, and I was like, "Hey, you're Richie Sexton, right?" And he's like, "Yep." And I was like, "Oh yeah, me and my brother are like huge Mariners fans. He would probably shit himself if he knew or
Yeah, oh,
if he knew that, I was talking to you right now. And he goes, "Do you want to take a picture?" And we'll send it to him. And I was like, dude, fuck yeah. He was so fucking cool though. And he's like super tall and he like puts
Jeez.
his arm around me. And I looked like a kid on fucking Christmas.
Did he pick
dude.
you up like a little baby?
It looked like our last year's C3 slam picture
Dude, he's
times
huge, though.
two.
He
He's
is
like
huge.
he's like 6'10". He's a very tall
Oh,
human.
that
He's tall
that
as shit.
rules. That rules
Yeah,
so hard.
but again, it's like it's the same thing with the Ray thing, same thing with
Yeah.
the Mike Cameron thing, same thing with the Richie. They were so chill, and there was at no point ever was I as an adult like begging for
No.
signature picture,
I bet
so on
you
and so forth.
even
I
go-
don't get that.
Even going back to your first story though, more people 100% know Ray Romano than John Stockton.
I would agree.
100% because
agree.
he has been on your nighttime
Television, yeah.
television.
Yeah, he was like
for 15, 20 years.
primetime TV on
Yes.
basic cable for a decade.
Oh,
you know
people. The average person that doesn't care about sports knows who he is.
Yes, I would agree.
Even people that
do, people that don't.
Even people that care about sports that don't care about basketball won't know who John Stockton is.
Yeah.
So like, fine. And so he is far bigger in the scope of like relevancy.
Yeah.
To a degree that it's like, wow.
And like infinitely less arrogant.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's what I
so.
mean. Is that like, who the fuck do you think you are, dude?
Who do you think you are?
I am. Who do you think you are? I am.
And
even when I met Mike, I had no fucking idea. I'm like
in an elevator.
I'm talking to this guy and I'm like, God damn it, he looks so familiar. Who the fuck is this guy? And he's wearing a nice polo. He's got a little like media badge hanging.
He's just being,
and he's got like a little nice briefcase thing.
Oh,
and
he's on
like,
a business trip.
You guys going to check out the game today? And I'm like, oh no, we caught yesterday's game. And again, this is a 45-second elevator ride. I'm like, no, we caught the game yesterday. We're getting ready to head home. And he's like, oh, okay. And I was like, you heading over? I was like, you look like you're ready to head over. He's like, yep, I'm going to go catch the game. And I'm like, all right, sweet. And then I see him, once we get down to the lobby in the Silver Cloud, I see him walk across the street. And I was like, fuck, that was fucking Mike Cameron, dude. God damn it. I knew who it was. God damn it. Yeah. But no, he was so, like, again, it's just like outside the scope of Mariners baseball.
Right.
If you ever are like, hey, who hit the most consecutive home runs in Mariners history? How many baseball guys would you be like, be like to name that right away? They'd be like, I don't know, Griffey.
Right.
They would never be like Mike Cameron. Who the fuck is Mike Cameron?
You're right though. And it was like, I remember the Mike Cameron years as being just awesome. He was
so awesome. I fucking love watching him play. Oh, and my great grandmother had a massive crush on him. We went over to her house one time. Josh and I went to pick her up. I don't know what it was for. It was for some holiday. We were going to bring her over to my grandma's house. And the Mariners are on. And we're like, oh, we're like, Grandma Bobby, you watching the Mariners? And she goes, oh, I love those Mariners. And that Mike Cameron, oh boy. And I'm like, oh shit. Grandma's got jungle fever, dude.
My grandma said the same thing about Richard Sherman.
Oh, she loved Sherm.
Oh yeah. She goes, I do love those Seahawks, but sometimes they got bad attitudes. And I was like, oh yeah, like Richard Sherman, not him. I love him.
Oh yeah, baby.
I was like, Grandma,
the great Gam Gams love the Seattle Black guys.
He's got the worst attitude I've ever seen. And she goes, he just loves the team and fights for him. I'm like,
yeah, baby, let's go. We're all in.
Okay, Grandma.
I love that, dude.
I remember you being like, you need to calm down when you're like getting mad. I'm like, I'm him.
I love that, dude.
But she was all about Richard Sherman. She loved him.
That is fucking awesome, dude.
Maybe that's something we should note. Everyone listening, note for later. After you get past the age of like maybe
70.
70? Yeah, that seems about right.
You just fall in love with Seattle athletes.
Yeah, or maybe whatever city you're from. If you are married and over 70, don't let your significant other watch professional sports
because you're gonna lose her.
Because that's the new loser. You're gonna be compared to like a 28-year-old. So good luck.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
One time we were at this is like a bad story because I know the the Cup family, Cooper Cup and his family. I know them. I went to school with I went to school with his wife. I'm friends with like his brother-in-law and stuff like that. But we were out at a restaurant, Lulu's, and
Love their food.
all of them walked in and sat down, and Ash goes, "Oh, look, it's Cup." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." She goes, "You go talk to him." I was like, I would never approach another man at a restaurant, be like, "Hey, I see that you're eating, but like I'm interested
Yeah, what up, bro?
in talking to you." Now, if I'd walked over there,
My mother would, but
yeah,
she's
no, I
European,
know.
so whatever.
Well, if I had walked over there, I would have just hit up the guy I knew and been like, "What up, dude?"
Yeah,
And then
like
like,
little bro grab and then fuck off.
and then
Yeah.
I'd been like, "Who's this?"
Oh yeah, hit him with that. Who are you?
But I have been trying to talk to
all-time move.
I've been trying to talk to like a few of them and been like, "Hey, is he ever free? You want to have a catch?" Like I'm Mac. I'm like, Chase Utley's my dad. Just you want to have a catch?
Oh my god.
I had one class with him, never said a word because I'm a human. And he, you know what? He was good at school. So shouts out to him.
To Cooper?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good at school. You know who is not good at
Big,
school?
look at the big brain on Cooper.
The rest of that offensive line, who I was like, "Boys, did you do your homework?" They're like, "No." "Did you do our homework?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess."
Oh, that's fucking
And then I was
awesome.
like, "Can we be friends?" And they're like, "No,
No, you're an idiot.
I said, "Okay, I'll see you guys at the bar on Saturday." "No, do not approach." I'm like, "Got it."
That's fucking terrible, but also hilarious.
It was very funny to me though, because like they were all very nice. They were just like, "We're not gonna
Oh, so good.
we're not gonna hang out." I had one of the cheerleaders cheat off my
Ball sack.
no, oh, off my like
I have a hair
history
on my
test.
hat. There we go.
And she got mad at me when we both got B's or C's. I was like, "That was your mistake.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on."
Check yourself. Check your privilege first of
Yeah.
all.
So that was a good recap of all the famous people we might have ever met.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Leave a comment below if you have met a famous person and were they cool.
Probably.
I bet most are cool.
I bet all of them are cooler than John Stockton.
Yeah, certainly.
Like without a doubt.
Oh, that guy can live
Ligma.
in. Yeah, well, he can just live in isolation for all I care.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I hope he has a happy 25 remaining years in his mega mansion with all its cool stuff.
Fuck you, John Stockton.
Don't ever come out into the public again.
Please.
Just turn into a weird miser.
Yeah, or just like do cool stuff. Like don't be a dick. You
know
could
what,
do
you know
that.
what's crazy though is he is always involved in that hoop fest shit.
Well, of course he is.
But do you think?
Of course, Cody, it's Spokane.
I know.
Gonzaga, like duh.
Do you think there's people that tell cool stories about him?
No,
I don't either. But
No,
somebody
no one.
has to like him. Somebody does. Otherwise,
people that make a lot of money probably are like, yeah, I like that this guy helps me make a lot of money.
But like, if he's involved in stuff, and people are like, "Well, what if I see him?" and he just like tells you to eat shit, you're like, "I don't want to go back. I don't like this.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's very weird."
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, and now you're thinking anything that he puts his name on, you're like, fuck you. I'm not
Oh,
gonna do
I would.
that.
Yeah,
You
no,
know what
I
mean?
would.
Yeah.
I would be so
The
disinterested.
John Stockton Foundation that like helps kids cure cancer, and you're like, yeah, I really want to help kids cure cancer, but fuck that guy.
I would rather give it to anyone else that's going to do the same thing.
I'd rather donate to like puppy grooming or some shit. I don't.
There you go. Every dog needs a haircut. Get
Yeah.
your pet spayed and neutered.
Yeah. Oh, nice one. That's a
Nice.
great Bob Barker
Yeah.
review. Yeah.
Do you think it's funny that his name was Bob Barker and he just loved doing that dog ad?
You know what? I'm gonna counter that with a question.
Okay.
Is Bob Barker the best game show host? Of all
Yeah.
time?
Oh, not even close.
So you got like I think your top three are probably like Alex Trebek, Bob Barker, and like Pat Sajak.
Regis Philbin.
Reed, you're putting Reed on the top five?
He's on the Mount Rushmore of game show hosts. Now, I understand why you would say like Pat Sajak because he's done it forever. And
Forever.
he does rule.
And he's seen some shit.
Oh,
dude.
yes. Yeah, no. He rules that wheel of
Wait.
fortune.
N blank GGER.
Yeah.
People who annoy you.
Yeah, no,
South Park. Here we go.
I don't want to say it.
Yeah, I know. I want to solve the riddle, but
I don't think I can
should
say it. What do you think the answer is?
3 seconds, Mr. Marsh.
I'm sorry. It is Nagger.
Oh,
Ooh,
naggers.
missed it by that much. That's a joke that only South Park could do.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
That's a fucking all-time joke.
But Yeah, okay, I'll give you Pat Sajak.
You got to put Pat on the top 5, right?
Certainly. Oh, absolutely top 5.
Top 5 all time.
Unquestionable.
So if you're putting Reg in the top 5, who's our 5th?
Okay, Rolodexing.
Did we go like way back to like the 70s?
Maybe the guy. This is not gonna be a popular pick.
Richard,
Yeah,
Richard, the guy that was always like harassing
yeah,
women
who probably
would like
today would
steal
have,
kisses from all the
yeah,
women.
a million
Richard,
sexual.
what was Richard's name? We got to look it up.
Richard?
Famous game show host.
Just type in Richard and then what show did he do?
I think
Family Feud. He was Family Feud.
Richard
Family.
game show host. No, it wasn't Family Feud.
Yes, it was, because he went up and down the line and he would.
Oh yeah, Richard.
It was right there.
Oh, it was when I put in game show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was him. Richard Dawson, right here.
Richard Dawson, yes, dude, Slick Richie. This guy.
Yeah.
What? Oh, he would steal kisses from people.
Like,
oh, right here.
Inappropriate.
Richard Dawson, creepy career. Oh, we got to watch this.
It's 12 minutes
Oh, we'll fast forward to like a good part.
when he's committing his crimes.
Oh, let's read the YouTube comments. Name an animal with 3 letters in its name, asks Richard. Alligator, replies Bob. Then he asks Bob, you don't use any narcotics, do you, Bob? Every time I see that clip, I still laugh. Very funny.
Holy shit.
Name the month when a pregnant woman starts to look pregnant. The contestant said September. And Dawson lost it. Oh my goodness. Richard Dawson was like, I think so. Who was it?
It's unbelievable.
Hang on. Which NBA player was it that like claimed he had, was an NBA player, I think, claimed he had like sex with, what was it, like 10,000 women?
That was Wilt.
Was that Wilt the Stilt?
Yes.
Do you think Wilt had a bigger kill list or
Richard
Dawson?
This guy, every woman that came on that show was at risk.
He straight up like open mouth kissed
everybody,
other man's wives in front of them.
I'm not kidding you. If he
Are we putting Richard Dawson on our 5? He's got to be on there, right?
It's unbelievable.
He's got to be on there.
He is a criminal.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He is an absolute deviant criminal.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, so you think all the guys that get caught in these like sexual, like related, like criminal things, right?
You just call him,
and it's always like non-consensual things. Do you think Richard ever had a lawsuit ever brought against him? Because the women were just like, "Oh my God, Richard, please kiss me." Yeah, please kiss me.
He was.
My husband doesn't fuck me good enough. Please kiss me, Richard.
I just think it's one of those things where he was like the
Match Game. That was the game I was thinking of. Match Game.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm putting him on the list. Yeah, it's probably
he goes top 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Love that.
If you just think of like notoriety or historically or the run he had on TV.
What do you think killed Richard Dawson? Definitely like a venereal disease.
Age.
Like had to be
he's
AIDS.
Old as hell, right?
He's dead.
Yes, what I'm saying. He was old as hell though, wasn't he?
Look at that man. That's a gorgeous human being.
He
just,
definitely.
The guy just seethes confidence. That guy also very funny.
Gene.
Fuck, what was Gene's last name?
I'm sure it's not Gene Richards. That sounds right to me.
I know. I think it is. And look at Richard. Richard always just like peeking the ladies' tits.
I know.
They're sitting right next to him.
Holy shit.
Oh my
all right. He's going on the list.
Top 5 all time.
All right. Wow. What a good list we just made.
Is this where we close out?
I got nothing else. We played all the games. We did the Mariner Talk, and we also gave you a top 5 maybe problematic game show hosts.
Richard's the only problematic one. And what shit
isn't Pet Sajak like a little angry?
I would assume he's just a grumpy guy.
Yeah, he seems like he might snap.
Yeah. Do you think he beats his wife?
Nah.
He probably does.
He just leaves puzzles around the house, and it's like fill in the blanks.
He just gaslights his wife into puzzles.
The categories where,
honey, I didn't put any puzzles around the house. What are you talking about? You're crazy.
The categories, where am I going? And it's just like 3 blanks, and she's like, "What is this? The bar."
Oh my God. Dude, our top 5 game show hosts of all time, 2 of them are dead.
Yeah.
Alec is dead.
He's probably the king game show host.
I think he might be the greatest of all time. I think he's the GOAT.
He also did a game show that was the most difficult.
The most difficult. Like, okay, so you were talking about Regis, right?
Yes.
You could get to $32,000
For free.
in Millionaire for stupid level IQ.
If you had an IQ of like 75,
Yeah,
I
it was like the
assumed-
$32,000 question would be like, who won the Super Bowl last year?
Yes.
And they would name like 3 MLB teams and 1 football team.
My favorite miss of all time on that show was $100, which is biggest. An elephant, a house, it was like a mouse or the moon.
Oh my God.
And
no.
the lady straight up just goes,
Elephant.
it was obviously the elephant.
Oh God.
And he goes, you sure?
Yeah. Would you like to use a lifeline?
And he goes, anything else stand out to you as being very
Oh.
large?
My God.
She goes, nope, elephant, final answer. And he goes, it's the moon. And she goes, but it's so small in the sky.
Oh God.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Womp womp.
So
So
you're
Alec is number 1 GOAT of
Yeah.
all time.
on
let's
the,
rank 'em.
on the hardest show, though.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, it was. And he never fumbled.
No.
Like the guy was just immaculate. He would put in like accents on words, really fucking difficult shit to read.
There was no word he couldn't say. There was nothing
was
that
the
he
best.
ever like
And-
slowed or.
And this guy would run like 3 shows a day.
I know he dominated.
He was a motherfucking animal.
So good.
So good. So okay, so we've got Alec Trebek,
Number 1.
we've got Reg, we've got Dawson,
Okay.
we've got Bob Barker, duh,
Bob Barker's number 2.
and then we put in Pat Sajak.
Bob Barker has to be number 2 because I don't know how many dumb people he had to deal with too.
But at the same time, it's like you think Bob Barker on a weekday.
He had to
What
host that
did
show
they do
every
at
day.
8 a.m.? 8 to 9, right? Wasn't that the 8 to 9 block, or was it 9 to 10?
I want to say it might have been 9 to 10.
I think it was 8 to 9 because
Okay.
then 9 to 10 was Young and the Restless. Because
Well-
my mother and grandmother used to watch Young
When
and the
did
Restless.
Let's
all
Make
the
a
time.
Deal come on?
I don't know. Way later. But I thought Let's Make a Deal was a late night show. Wasn't that a late night show?
No. Well, I think it might have used to be, but when Wayne Brady started hosting it, it was
Oh, it was early. Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
He also dominated that show, but he dominates everything. But
Wayne
he's not.
Brady,
He's not a
he's
game
so
show.
funny.
Not a game show. host.
So funny. So we go Alec number 1.
Yes.
We're going Bob 2.
Yeah, certainly.
Pat Sajak. We got Pat, Reg, and Richard Dawson.
I think Regis is on the bottom of this list.
We go Reg 5.
Yeah,
Okay, let's fill in 3 and 4.
because Regis only did one show, really.
Yeah.
But it got worse after he left.
Yes,
so,
very much worse. Well, and they did all the dumb rule changes.
Oh,
too.
so bad.
So
and
stupid.
then Terry Crews took over.
Yeah, so
That's
bad.
crazy.
Yeah. So Regis 5.
Okay.
So we got to fill in Pat Sajak and Richard Dawson as
Now,
3, 4. I
you-
think we go Richard 3, Pat Sajak 4.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Richard did more things
And he's an icon.
for maybe questionable reasons, but
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, he very likely committed gratuitous amounts of
SA.
sexual criminalities.
Yeah,
crimes.
no,
Crimes. That's the word we're going to use.
if we could remove like a statute of limitations and how many people were like, well, I didn't really want to, but everyone else did,
Yeah.
it might be.
And like how many mad husbands came forth?
I don't know. I don't know
after-
how he didn't get murdered, to be fair.
I don't either. It's like, hey, honey, you want to go on this game show? Yeah, I'd love to. Oh my god, that'd be so much fun. Richard Dawson, open mouth kisses your wife, first interaction. You're
You
like,
get-
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
The problem is he would talk to everyone multiple times.
Mhm.
He wouldn't kiss people multiple times, just special ones.
Oh yeah,
Because sometimes like I'm back.
just the hottie,
I'm
just the
back.
hottie wives.
God damn.
And then he would like wink at like some of the like teenage daughters, and
yeah.
you're like, wait, bro, what the fuck are you doing there?
What if your wife is first? They kissed her. He comes to you, goes shake hand, you're like, where's mine? And you
Hey,
you make-
smooch me, Richard,
you
and then you make him.
you make him do it. And then
He would.
you pull away at the last second. What's wrong with you?
I feel like he'd do it. He'd be like, I'll fucking smooch you. I'll smooch anything. I'll smooch a
What
dog's
if-
butthole.
What if that was,
Richard is a dirty dog, dude.
what if that was his real problem? He just couldn't stop kissing.
Guy just loves to kiss. He's like real life
Oh my
Mitchell
God.
Trubisky. Right? We did that earlier.
I
Love kissing titties.
That would have been his first tweet and last tweet.
Oh fuck, we gotta kill it, dude. We're doing this.
Comment below if you want me to kiss you.
All right, we're fucking signing out. Cody, close us out here.
All right, until next time. See ya.
Love it.